Hi, we all know that employees who are financially more well are more happier, more creative, and they're more productive at their workplace. And today, to discuss this topic of ours on financial well-being, we have Mr. Jawaid Amirali with us, who has a vast experience spanning up to 25 years in the field of banking and finance. So I welcome you, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for inviting.
So we were having this discussion earlier a bit about how financial well-being, the concept of financial well-being is not that well taken in our society, and we don't know much about it, that how we can have a balance between our spendings and our savings. So I really want you to start up with a bit of a definition that how financial well-being can be attained and how it is important for us.
Yes, thank you, Anam. Most important thing today is to understand the financial well-being in a way that we understand and also try to tell to other people also in the family also. Is a financial security. Is everybody is aware of security, but financial security is something which will give you comfort of life, that yes, I am secured and I can run the affairs of my life as it goes.
Exactly.
So this is financial security, which ultimately leads us to financial freedom. Then we can take decision of our choice also. So this is financial well-being, which is coming out of financial security and financial freedom.
All right. So how we can actually, all right. So for this, we actually have to take smaller steps towards it. So how do we build clarity on that? The first part is building clarity towards what we want to attain.
Most important thing today is to understand the perspective of the financial security or financial well-being. There are two dimensions here. The perspective number one is overall financial perspective on life, that yes, people think that yes, at the end of my life, if I have house, I have a car, I have my children, the wedding is done and education is done properly, so my life goal is achieved.
This is the basic concept that people have.
But now time has changed. Now people are not thinking an overall way of thinking at looking at financial well-being. Now they are thinking that yes, what that can be achieved in a day-to-day life. So life should have something which can be enjoyed today as well as in the future. Not only it is to be enjoyed in the future.
Yes.
So today what we are enjoying today and tomorrow, so that is called actually financial well-being. So that perspective is very important to understand, that yes, today you are also enjoying and at the end of your life also you have financial security also.
And that's what we even preach in our most of the sessions, that happiness and enjoyment is something that you have to attain in your present, and it's not something that you'll get in future after putting in all your strength and endeavors. So how can we do that? How can we have a better sense of spending and saving to attain that level?
This is something which is called vicious cycle, where everybody is stuck. We are stuck in the credit cards that we take. That credit cards ultimately give us the stress to repay. We live only paycheck to paycheck life. And if there is any emergencies, then we are not well equipped how to handle those emergencies. So then we are collapsed completely at that time. At that time, what we will do then, we will look at more towards the stress management sort of thing, but we cannot do any stress management when you are already under stress. That will lead to the efficiency. So your efficiency is actually affected by this thing. When efficiency is not there, your performance is also affected. When efficiency and performance is not there, it means that your increments and bonuses will be also not there. So ultimately, you are not getting your salaries, good salaries and bonuses, because of the stresses that you are getting from the debt management that you have not done properly. So it's a vicious cycle where everybody is stuck. Now financial well-being is the way to have a multiple source of income.
Exactly.
And how to have a multiple source of income within the lifestyle that you are doing, within the lifestyle that you are enjoying as well. It's not only to accumulate for the end of your life, but rather to enjoy yourself as well as your family will also enjoy. So their perspective on the well-being, financial well-being on a daily basis, how to live a daily. So this is something we want to discuss here.
So this is that concept. We've all heard that term, that you don't put all the eggs in one basket, and that's where the concept of multiple streams of income comes in. How we move forward to that?
If we think of that day-to-day financial well-being. So it will have many aspects which we need to invest. We need to invest in our healthcare also, like to have invest in gym, invest in swimming, invest in medical insurance, invest in property insurance. You have to have another aspect of well-being or investment that we need to have on the side of networking also. So you have to have club membership, you have to have parties, you have to have functions, you have to have a friend circle to invest on. You have to have another aspect of well-being which is called travel also. The travel also gives you, if you invest on that, that will also give you ultimately a global exposure.
Experience.
And to a global someone who has never left his place, never left Clifton or Garden area or Karachi, and the person who has traveled a lot, they can't be equal. The completely different perspective of life also that you learn when you are traveling. So there are investment on healthcare of yourself, the investment on your networking, and the investment on your travel.
And so most of the people, they usually leave all these things that once they'll pass the 50 years of their age, and when they'll be done with the education of their children and their weddings, and then they'll take out time to travel, and by then they are so old to get into all these hassles that it's kind of impossible for them. So Mr. Jawaid, we just had this discussion about setting up multiple streams of income and how it can help us in the longer run. So lastly, we'll just discuss in brief detail about how we should invest our money, the types of investment.
So there are 5 types of investment that individual can do. Number 1 is real estate. That's very important. Real estate will have also different payment terms, and that will also give you more comfort and satisfaction that you have something to invest. Second important thing is cash. It is told that cash is the king. So you should have some cash available with you. Then it is fixed income or insurance that will give you periodic income streams from your investments. Then there is gold or commodity that people can invest. And the last and the last is the stocks. So that these are the areas where one can invest, and there's a percentages also. There are well defined percentages that much percentage should be in this area and that much percentage in that area also.
So that's all the details that we can dig into further. But it was an amazing learning experience to have you over here to discuss the financial aspect of well-being. And that's what we have learned today, that somehow or the other, these all phases, they're interconnected with each other. So if you're not doing well in probably your financial well-being, eventually your physical health, your mental stress is gonna suffer as well. And that's where we want you to actively participate and comment in the section below what are the areas where you face difficulty in managing your finances, and we'll let you know how we can help you out with that. Thank you so much for being with us.